This is a business system show as usual, and I'm going to talk about resource management. Resource management is a very wide topic, but I'm going to do an introduction to resource management because resource management is life. I always say RM is life because we are a consequence of how we use our resources and how we interact with our resources. So in resource management, there is the word source. God is the source of the resources. The creator God is the source. And that's why everything else is a resource. The creator is the source. And then the creation is the resource. And we are the creatures who are created by the creator. So we are the resources. So everything that you see or that you see today is a resource. So resource is everything that you see available in your environment or wherever you are. And the source created the resource. So God is the source. That's the first thing. In resource management, there is what we call resource management techniques. Why do we need to manage resources? So that we can sustain ourselves and also maybe mobilize for more resources. That's why we need resource management. And there are three things that we need to understand in resource management. That there is what we call planning, then there is the organizing part, and there is the allocating part. You must plan about your resources. You must also organize them, and also you must allocate them. If you fail to follow the three processes, then your resource management will fail because it lacks the merits that are needed. So in planning, you start by analyzing what you need or analyzing the resources that you have. You check what we call resource capacity. Resource capacity is always about the available resources in your hand. So that's the resource capacity. Then in planning, you must check your resource capacity and now plan how you are going to use the available resources. Secondly, in organizing your resources, you must organize them to be available at the right place at the right time. The right resources to be at the right place at the right time. That's why we need resource management. The third thing is allocation. Now that you have organized your resources to be available at the right place at the right time, now fix them or allocate them to be used in those right place or the right project that you have planned that it will be used. So in resource management, the goals of resource management are, number one is to balance between resource supply and demand. Secondly is to have a natural sustainability, to sustain life. Because if we clear all the resources that we have today, will not survive tomorrow. So it's for survival, protection, and also sustainability. The third thing why we need resource management is to be able to mobilize for more resources for the future generation. Because after our generation is gone, the next generation will need the same resources. So if we have depleted all the resources, then they will have nothing to survive on. So that's why resource management is a very important thing that we need to look at in our lives. So resources demands what we call management. Without management of resources, there is nothing that can be added and there is nothing that can grow. So if you practice resource management, you will even experience what we call multiplication in life. The reason why people may not be able to achieve certain things in life is because they ignore resource management. They mismanage resources. if you mismanage the little you have, then more cannot come unto you, because the creator or the source will not allow more resources to flow unto you because of your mismanagement. So people who are able to manage resources well, they're able to get more resources. That is what the scripture says, that whoever who is faithful in small, more will be added, so that they can manage more and even be able to help more people. So those people who manage resources well have the advantage of getting more resources. So from the day it is good, even in your business or in your life, to look at resource management very well. If you don't have anything that you use to manage your resources, you can try using certain systems like accounting softwares, ERP software. It's called enterprise resource planning software, which can manage your resources. If you are faithful, if you want to get more resources or mobilize for more resources and even be able to manage what you have, use a software or a certain system. There are a few resource management techniques that you can use. There is what we call RM tools. These tools are systems. A system is a discipline. Most people think a system is something like a computer device, but a system is a certain discipline that you use. So in resource management, we use systems too, because we need a certain discipline in resource management. You must also use certain techniques that will help you be consistent in resource management. And the last thing is, you must audit your resources maybe after 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. See what you have achieved with the available resources. You might have mismanaged your resources for the whole year, or you have managed well. So you must audit. That's the last thing you must do in resource management. You audit your resources. How much have I spent this year? How much have I lost this year? Or how much have I given out to charity this year? That is how you can manage your resources well and be accountable. It's all about self-responsibility and accountability in business, in life, and in everything. Because at the end of the day, there is the source and we are the resource. So if the source is able to manage us well, then why can't you as a resource manage the resources that are available to you well, so that the source can increase more resources into your hands? So that's why I'm talking about resource management today. I'm hoping that it will help you know how to manage your resources. If you don't know, you can call my numbers. We talk as usual, and you will be able to manage your resources well and even mobilize for more resources. So that's all I had today, and see you next time.